Sway.expert is a website that offers entirely free analysis and tools to help you with your CSGO betting. To access it, click the link in the description or go to www.sway.expert. So on to Navi versus mousesports. The first thing to talk about is Navi's result at DreamHack. They finished second with a close final versus NIP, where both games ended 16-14 in favour of NIP. They were flawless up until this point, not dropping a single game, beating Godsent, CLG, Tyloo and NVS. The semi-final versus NVS was a complete stomp, winning 16-7 and 16-2. Before then, they made it to the final with MLG, once again not dropping a single game until the final. Since then, their performance has been far from weak. They went 1-for-1 versus Fnatic, 1-for-1 versus Flipside and 1-for-1 versus G2. During their G2 games, their win was a close 19-16 finish, and their loss ended 16-3. mousesports' performance at DreamHack wasn't quite as good, losing their first game versus Luminosity, and then only just beating Flipside in a very close game, ending 31-28. Their next match was against the eventual winner of the tournament, NIP, where they lost 2-1. Since then, their performance hasn't been the best, only just beating Hellraisers in a best of 5, losing 2-1 to Astralis, beating Liquid, losing to Luminosity, losing to Godsent, and winning 2 best of 1s versus NVS and going 1-for-1 versus Pro, destroying them 16-5 in their first game. So DreamHack definitely went better for Navi, but it was a super close second place finish, compared with Mouse, who only just managed to get a quarter-final finish by scraping a win versus Flipside. It's also worth noting that Guardian had arm problems during the DreamHack final, where he was being forced to play in 5 sensitivity compared to his usual 1.5, as he could only use his wrist. Based on recent form alone, Navi is miles ahead, especially considering that they were playing at disadvantage due to Guardian when they were at the DreamHack final. Half-Life TV ranking puts them as number 1 in the world, whereas mousesports is number 9. So the first map is Dust 2. This is one of the maps that Navi really enjoys playing. They picked it in the final and semi-final DreamHack, where the scores were 14-16 and 16-7 respectively. As Dust 2 is an aim-centric map, if Guardian didn't have his arm problems, it's very likely that they would have won on this map. Further back, we see them picking this map versus Astralis at MLG semi-finals, where they stomped them 16-5. So on to mousesports. Straight away, this definitely doesn't seem like a weak map at all for them, beating Liquid 16-13, Astralis 16-5, and then Hellraiser 16-8. If we look even further back to mid-March, they beat FaZe 16-13 on this map. So both teams seem relatively strong on the map, but based on Navi's performance on it, whilst Guardian wasn't playing anywhere near his best, I feel Navi is the stronger team on this map. Coupled with their much better recent form compared to mousesports, I highly favour Navi in this matchup and give them a 75% chance to win. So now on to Cash. Straight away we see that Navi doesn't like Cash. They haven't played it in the last 20 games. It is the map that they always ban out first. Throughout all of DreamHack and all of MLG, it was their first ban. They're weak on this map and there is no question about it. mousesports, on the other hand, they're actually quite strong, winning all 7 of their last games on this map, beating Virtus Pro 16-5, beating NVS 16-8, beating Godsent 16-7, Luminosity 16-7, Hellraisers 19-17, NIP 16-12, and FaZe 16-14. This map hugely favours mousesports, and even though Navi are ranked first in the world, I highly doubt that they can beat mousesports on this map when they're so weak on it themselves that they just flat out refuse to play it. I give mousesports a 75% chance to win this map. I recommend watching the game first versus Dust 2 and checking up on Navi's form, checking up on mousesports' form, but unless Navi somehow wins 16-0, I definitely think mousesports has a large advantage coming into Cash. So thank you guys for watching, give me any feedback, and don't forget to subscribe.